I have $988,000. I moved to Las Vegas. I'm age 66. Can I retire? This is the question that both Dan and Sarah asked me. Now, we changed their name for client privacy. They just moved here from California after selling their house. And after buying a house here for cash, they have $218,000 left over, as well as IRAs totaling $770,000. So their fuel for retirement is $988,000. They have Social Security, Dan does, of $2,106 at 67, and Sarah of $1,053 a month at full retirement age of 67. Now, their monthly expenses are $4,206. This is things like groceries, subscriptions, property taxes, home insurance, things that will never run out until they pass away. The major expenses, though, are travel, $15,000 a year for 10 years. New vehicles, they want 2 of them each throughout their retirement at $50,000 a piece. And then they do need a new roof on their home that they just purchased, $35,000 for that. Now, the assumptions in our model are Social Security will grow at 1% per year. Now, it typically grows more than that. These are COLAs, cost of living adjustments, but I like to undershoot those because I don't have confidence in the Social Security system, so I'm going to always undershoot that for my clients. Inflation, we have at 3%. Our stock portfolio does over this, but we like to, again, be conservative, 7%, and then our safe money strategy at 4%. So let's take a look. Can they retire? Will they be okay spending this much with this much in fuel and this much in Social Security? Well, if they withdrew money from their accounts in the traditional way, meaning first the taxable brokerage account and then the traditional, they would end up at age 90 with $595,000, paying lifetime federal taxes of just over $100,000. Now, if we did a little bit of Roth conversion, they would save quite a bit of money, not only on taxes, but to their heirs. Now, if they did a split strategy, this is after 51 strategies that we looked at. If they did a split strategy, they would end up with $633,000 and only $82,000 in federal lifetime taxes. Now, this is assuming that tax rates stay the same throughout the next 30 years. They likely will not. So even if we just did a bump of 20% increase across the board, Dan and Sarah would only end up with $100,000 and pay almost $400,000 in federal taxes. This is a real possibility, a lot more real than most people think. So the biggest thing is when people ask me these types of questions, I have to say it depends, right? What is your withdrawal strategy? What is your tax strategy? What is your sequence of return strategy for when markets are down? Where do you pull from? What about long-term care? 100 grand won't do anything for long-term care. And then what about fees? How much in fees are you paying over the course of years? So you can do all this yourself. We've created a retirement income checklist. Let me pull it off the thing here. So this is a retirement income checklist that you can download for free from rrm.vegas, and it'll take you through and ask you all the questions that you need to consider. What we do is we check all the boxes inside here for our clients and help them plan and hold their hand through that so they don't have to worry about missing anything. So either way, visit rrm.vegas and we'll get you taken care of.